Hi, my name is Asia Grace, and I'm a features reporter with the New York Post. So this week I did a story on the Brooklynettes dancers. They're the only group that have returned to in-person dancing in New York City since COVID hit. This story meant a lot to me because when I was a little girl, I remember I was like 10 and I went to a basketball game with my dad. I didn't understand basketball at all, but I remember watching the dancers. They had a professional dance group and just being so entranced by these girls. They were hitting the moves. They were dancing to songs that I know and I loved. Being a kid dancer, I was able to go home and recreate those moves and kind of relive the moment and feel like I was a part of the team. And that was so important to me as a little girl, and now as an adult, being able to shine light on the Brooklynettes means so much. So I was able to get an exclusive into the Brooklynettes dance rehearsal right before game 4 of the playoffs. And it was so interesting to just see them, behind the scenes, getting it together, working in unison. The way they're all synchronized, they're all professional, they're all so polished.
And 7, 8, and 1, 3, 5, 6, 7.
And how are you?
I'm doing great. I've been up so early.
I was able to speak with the Brooklynettes team coach and captain. The coach, Asha Singh, and I spoke via Zoom. Talk to me a little bit about how the culture of Brooklyn really influences the Brooklynettes dance team.
Okay, so costuming. We pull from fashion. We like to pull from just like local trends, because Brooklynites, no matter the color, are so fresh.
Zoom is still a great apparatus because it gives us both the space to speak comfortably. We have obviously social distancing. I also spoke to the Brooklynettes captain, Pamela Gaccione, and she and I spoke while she was actually at work. Some of these dancers do have other jobs that they have to do outside of performing for the Brooklynettes team. She's a 5th grade social studies teacher in New Jersey. So she and I were able to connect during her lunch break, and you could see like the classroom decorations and the presidents and the American flag and whatnot behind her. So it was cool to get that kind of a different look, a different perspective on who she is.
It feels amazing to be back and dancing with the most empowered women in New York City.
So Times Square is very close to their rehearsal space in the city. So me and a couple of the dancers went down to Times Square, and we had a photographer on deck, and he had his lighting kit. So it really looked, super official. Because we've been so locked down, so in the house. To be in Times Square June 2021 is unlike anything that we've probably ever experienced. I know most of us have been in New York City or been in Times Square at times in our lives, but right now, while the city's reopening, to be in the heart of New York City with these dancers, to see people outside safe, happy, enjoying the fresh air, and then seeing these dynamic women come onto the scene and in their uniforms, just strutting their stuff and just being such a shining symbol of New York City, of us being able to rebounce and to come together and to reopen so beautifully. It just was electric.
To the right, everybody say it